play sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And it's
from beautiful, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his fourth year, coming off his best season as a pro, Gtowncapp.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
20, TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Good save. Go ahead. Cover 3, kick. Out.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Watch it, Oscar. Let's go. Out.
On play action, here's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They set up the screen. Achane has it. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Sure.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Ready.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So only Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now 3rd down and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken inside his own 40. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on them.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy at his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mitchell. Fights him off. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 97 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, middle.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. Hard throw, incomplete.
that could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
Come on. 20 TX. Yeah.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Tua to try again on second down. That one complete to Hill. Going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will bait.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Johnson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So the two teams will... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Gets around him, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, report!
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense. And
he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now they're in the hurry-up.
At the 14-yard line.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
No, we changed it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lamar changing the look. Another run with Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They run over center with Mitchell to about the 48-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. On the counter, Mitchell. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air. And defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Miami, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 69 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again. Extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Dances by at the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give here to Mitchell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run with Mitchell. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Here now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tua. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing Tua. Throw caught by Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up.
All right, fellas, listen up. Let's go. Fire, low, low. Hey. Low. Out.
Now Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, 21 TX. Hey.
Here's Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
One last shot for Jackson. They've got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Let's go do this thing, boys.
2nd and 7. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Change it. Middle.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Going for it. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw is Jackson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Right back to Mitchell here. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Dobbins trying the left side. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 27 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So Miami coming out for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
All right.
2nd and 10.
Watch it, Oscar. Let's go. Longer, long. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe for 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A give running right is Mitchell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Remember, we talk about the best strong safeties. One word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here is 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs, and have that relentless. Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
All right, let's go.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion goes the tight end. Jackson now down around his goal line. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. On the counter, Mitchell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking for the out route, and he's got his man. It's Mitchell. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the IE. 2nd and 11. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
21G, 21G. 20, TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is very well Well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
No, we change it.
Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Yo. We change it.
To throw again is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they've had no room to breathe. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell to the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They keep the game alive at least. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside.
After review of the play.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
go. Get high. Middle.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Here we go. First and goal. They run over center with Mitchell. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
That penalty is declined.
It's on. Middle.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield. Now they'll audible to something else. Mitchell, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They get this out quickly to the left side. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's loose at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go ahead. Turbo 3. Solo left Zion. Watch it, Oscar.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Let's go. Long.
Back to throw is Tua. He's going to try and go deep again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let go.
One last shot for Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Richardson going on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Motion man right, that's Pierce. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey. 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Here's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
21G.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
All right, come on. Turbo one high.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And running with power here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
That was a good run into the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Dolphins 37-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Running left, Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime, and what's all...
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He's got the tight end, Mo Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 88 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 34.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Hey, 21 TX.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah. Solo left Zion. Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2.
On 3rd down, Achane. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have moved down in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now Richardson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
60, Warriors, 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Downs going in motion left.
7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Downs going in motion left.
Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Finding space at the 40.
And all the way up to the 46. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now it's Richardson.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Colts first down.
Cup 19.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On second down, a run by Acham.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on, 2. Hey.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Acham. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Corner, long.
Tua now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 98 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action, Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Third down and 13.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Bronco 80. Here we go, here we go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Go street. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Solid victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the...
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
73.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Now Hill to return it.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa ahead.
It's so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
and they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 18 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Got his man. It's Gainwell. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Great. 63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that. First down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
In motion right, Watkins. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he goes out right around the 39.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Watson, Oscar.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Sets up to throw it. defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
21G. Hey, 21G. Solo left Zion. Number 1, hard.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. He's been the forgotten man in this 1st half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down. A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd and 7.
Turbo 1, hard. 21G, 21G.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, they get off on the snap. They timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Go Silver, ready? Get it, get it.
But first down, Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. In motion right is Smith.
63, 63, 63. Hey! Now left Yanni. Hey, 73, 73. Now left Yanni. Now left Yanni. Delta.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Swift is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, fighting through, and he's got space.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And
he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Achane gets it from the gun.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 44-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
21G. Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. Down inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Durham Smythe, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Motion left, Smith. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Miami set to take over. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go with Mostert again. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And quickly they get to the line. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Eagles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Hey, 73, 73.
On second down, Swift. And shutting him off now open field. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 37 yards. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
20, TX.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this, oh no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Achane will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
A 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Once again, it's Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 2. Now a give right side Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down Going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their